Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy D-Mints coming out with a new video from Sporticus 300. This video right here is going to be about the biggest draft steals in the NBA in every draft since year 2000. Now, you may agree, disagree with me on my picks, but yeah, I'm going to go over each draft and who I feel like was the biggest steal. And in the comments down below, I'm interested to know that in this year, I guess draft class year 2018, who did you think is the biggest steal? There's quite a bit of guys out there who can be considered steals. I don't feel like the year has gone on long enough for me to determine who the biggest steal is of this current draft. But down below, let me know, who you think the biggest draft steal of this last past draft was. And, if you disagree with one of my other posts or picks, go ahead down below. Just let me know who you would have said that the biggest draft steal of that year was. Or, how did you miss this guy? That guy was definitely the steal of that draft. But we're going to start in year 2000. We're going, in year 2000, we're going Michael Redd. He was taken 44th overall. Now, I know he ended up getting hurt towards the... he had a very short career, but man, the numbers he put in the years that he played, that dude was an all-star. He was tearing it up. I mean, I can't believe kind of the unfortunate career that he did have. So that's year 2000. We're going to scroll down to 2001. 2001, you got to go Tony Parker, 28th overall. Tony Parker was taken 28th overall. I can't even believe that. He fit great in San Antonio. That system that they have there in San Antonio with Pop, I mean, insane. I don't even think you really need to talk about Tony Parker. I mean, his numbers speak for himself, and not only does their numbers speak for himself, the amount of championships and everything that guy won there in San Antonio. Dude was a monster. Going on to 2002, 35th overall, Carlos Boozer. I don't feel like Carlos Boozer was like anything spectacular, but getting him at 35th overall, second round, definitely with first round talent. In 2002 class, I feel like you have to go Carlos Boozer just because of the talent that you got at the pick that he came at. Now, next, we're going 2003 class, 19th overall, David West. I mean, look at David West. That dude's track record is amazing in the NBA. Played for Golden State, played for the Spurs, played for, who was the other? Played for another big team. Can't think off the top of my head. That dude was an absolute monster, though, David West. The amount of numbers that he was putting in, dude was an all-star. I mean, just stellar numbers. And like I said, for 19th overall, you can't really debate David West there. 2004, we're going to go Tony Allen. He was taken 25th overall. Almost a second round pick. And that dude, he put up some serious numbers too. He was great on the perimeter. He was just an all-around, a great basketball player. Now, for them to get him scooped up at 25th overall, like I said, almost in the second round, that's almost unheard of for someone who performed as well as Tony Allen did. 2005, we're going with a guy, David Lee. He went 30th overall, basically the last pick of the first round, but David Lee, he put up some sensational numbers. He then just kind of disappeared. I don't know what really ever happened to David Lee, how he was like a perennial all-star and then just kind of disappeared. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's in Memphis right now. Maybe even faded out. But, I mean, he was an absolute superstar there for a little bit and just kind of faded off. But, I mean, basically you got that talent at 30th pick overall. Insane. We're going next, 2006. 47th overall, Paul Millsap. Dude's still in the NBA. Still putting up not really great numbers anymore, but still putting up some numbers. And 2006 draft class, 47th overall. You're talking almost didn't even get drafted, only being 60 picks. Paul Millsap, man, he definitely put up some stellar numbers. We're going next. We're going 2007, 48th overall, Marc Gasol. Marc Gasol is still a beast in the NBA, still doing his thing in Memphis. That dude is an absolute monster. Went 48th overall. I feel better than his brother Powell ever was. Debatable. I understand that, and you know his brother's got the championships and the rings and everything, but his brother also played with Kobe Bryant, so that definitely didn't hurt him in the least. But Marc Gasol, man, that dude put up some serious numbers. Dude could shoot inside, outside, just a great all-around basketball player. For them to get him at 48 overall, insane. Next, we're going 2008, and we're going with the Dragon, Goran Dragic. 45th overall pick. Dude's still putting up numbers in the NBA. 45th pick. And to think some of these other guys that get drafted in the top 10 and stuff don't even get remotely close to some of these numbers that these guys are putting up, and it blows my mind. But an absolute steal at 45th overall. Next, we're going 2009 class. People are going to be like, wow, how you going him? That's not a steal, but it's number 7. By far the best player to come out of the draft, Steph Curry. Dude's an absolute beast. I don't really think you need to get into... I mean, if you're watching this video and you know NBA, obviously Steph Curry is top 3 to 5 best player in the NBA right now. Absolute steal at the 7th pick overall. People didn't know what to make of him, what he was going to be coming out of Davidson, which I completely understand. I remember watching him in the tournament and like, man, this guy can shoot, but I mean, is he going to mount anything? And that's what I'm saying about this draft class right now. I mean, who's a steal? I mean, is Trae Young a steal where he was picked? But I mean, his career hasn't been long enough to even know. Same with Luka Doncic and Malik Monk. Hamidou Diallo. He's out there doing some things. I mean, he was drafted real low. I mean, is that considered the steal? You got all kinds of guys. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's out there doing his thing. You got Kevin Knox out there doing his thing. There's so many guys out there that are doing amazing things. It's just a matter of who do you feel like is the steal of the current year. And like I said in the comments down below, please let me know who you think the biggest steal of the 2018 draft class is. Next, we're going on to the 2010 class. 10th overall, Paul George. PG-13. That dude's an absolute monster. He's doing his thing in OKC. Everyone thought he was going to leave and go to LA. I mean, he's a Cali boy. Everyone thought, you know, hey, he's going home. He stayed in OKC, sticking with Russ. Doing his thing, though. Absolute steal at 10th overall pick in the 2010 draft. Next, we're going 2011. This guy's really faded off, but he's the biggest steal. There's no doubt. Arguments can be whatever, but 60th overall pick. The last pick of the 2011 draft, Isaiah Thomas. Dude's was an absolute monster in Boston. Went to the Cavs, went to the Lakers, off in, I think, Denver now. Just, you know, really hasn't done anything up to his Boston days, but man, when he was in Boston, whew, absolute monster. They got Scary Terry there now, I know, but and I don't blame them. How do you not trade Isaiah Thomas for Kyrie? I mean, come on, I'm trading Isaiah for Kyrie any day of the week. But 60th overall pick, there's no picks after him, and the dude was an NBA All-Star. Isaiah Thomas, absolute steal there. The next class, 2012, got to go 35th pick overall. Some people love him, some people hate him. I'm not the biggest fan of him, but the dude does what he needs to do to get it done. Draymond Green, 35th pick overall. Dude boards. Dude plays some serious defense. Dude's got his outshot or outside jump shots, not great, but it's okay. And the dude does some things underneath. Besides kicking people, we all know about that. But, you know, dude's doing his thing. And next, 2013, 15th overall, the Greek freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Dude's an absolute monster. He's top 3 best player in the NBA right now. Some people say he's number 1. Some people, you know, whatever. My preference is I think Anthony Davis is the best player in the NBA. But hey, I ain't hating you. If you think Giannis is, oh, you know, you can't argue it. It's just a matter of who do you think is. LeBron, Durant, Giannis, Anthony Davis, whoever, you know. So many superstars. But to be drafted at 15th overall, absolute insane. 2014, we're going 41st overall pick. Crazy that he was drafted here. But Nikola Jokic, the Joker, out of Denver. Dude's an absolute monster too. Doing his thing. I ain't mad at you, bro. Dude can put up some serious jump shots, serious numbers. Dude gets some boards. He gets serious points. Dude's an absolute monster. And to be picked 41st overall, absolute steal. Great pick, Denver. 2015, got to go with my main man right here. Drafted, I believe it was 13th overall, Devin Booker. Dude put up 70 points in a game. Dude's just an absolute superstar shooter. Great shooter. I believe he won the NBA three-point contest a couple years ago. But dude's doing his thing, putting up some serious numbers in a team in Phoenix that they really don't have an identity. Josh Jackson, DeAndre Ayton, to me, hasn't lived up to the hype of what was expected. I really don't know what was expected out of him. When you saw, anytime he got competed against in college, the dude's numbers just plummeted, just went down. But the dude is 7 foot. He's got a shot. Got boards. Got amazing size. So you know you can't blame them for taking him there. But give Devin Booker some help. Dude can do some serious things. Next, we're going 2016, 36th overall, Malcolm Brogdon. Dude's putting up some serious numbers there in Milwaukee. Really getting them serious playoff pushes. Putting up some stellar numbers, all-star type numbers. Really got to look at him there as the biggest steal of the 2016 draft. And the last draft we're going to do here is the 2017 draft. We're going 13th overall, Donovan Mitchell. The dude's an absolute monster. Really hasn't performed this year to the caliber I thought he was necessarily going to live up to this year. But, you know, hey, sophomore slumps. But, you know, you can't argue what he did his rookie season there in Utah. Helped carry that team to the playoffs. Almost won some serious games there in the playoffs. But, unfortunately, they just didn't have a strong enough core to carry him over the top. But, you know, down below, let me know who you think is the biggest steal of each draft class. Let me know if you agree or disagree with mine, but please let me know down below who you think right now is the 2018 biggest steal of the draft class as up to how far the season's gone. Just look up, you know, the past draft class and just let me know. Obviously, the number one pick can't be the biggest steal. Just doesn't make any sense. But, you know, down below, I mean, the number 2 pick can be the biggest steal because if you believe that he is the next Michael Jordan, whatever, that's a steal. Someone else could have had him, but they didn't take him. But, you know, there's so many guys, you know, with Michael Porter. Dude's not played yet. I mean, but who knows? Maybe he'll be an absolute steal. But down below, please let me know who you think the biggest steal of this draft class is. Please give me a thumbs up. And this is D Mintz for Sporticus 300, and I'm out.